Have parents no control over their kids these days? They shouldn't be out after dark.
Did you see what a bunch of thugs did above in the club room in the Balduff? Penises! Giant fucking penises! You couldn't miss them. And the blackest paint they could get with. I think they thought they were the next Michelangelo or something. They had to call in the professionals to get the job done. Fucking flat out with this kind of shite all over the country. It's utter vandalism. This needs to be made an example of.
I don't think it's very fair to compare genitals to this. In my opinion, this is obviously a cry for help.
Well, they can go looking elsewhere if they think they will get any help from me destroying private property in the name of the youth.
You say this happened last night?
It certainly wasn't there when I locked up the gate.
Any CCTV?
There's some there, but the angle probably isn't right. I bet that's why they chose this spot and not a little further up.
Wonder what it means.
What?
Just not the usual thing kids write. It's not vulgar, it's not a swear word, it's not their name.
It's still criminal damage.
Of course it is. Section 2 of the Criminal Damages Act, graffiti vandalism. Any enemies?
Look, you know yourself. That graffiti is written by the same person as writing all that other shite around the place. The tidy towns won't like this in their evaluation. Kids running riot. Next thing is you know they'll be pulling up all the fucking flowers.
We'll get this sorted before it ever gets to that stage.
Well, it's taken long enough to bring down any punishment on whoever's responsible for this. It was only last week that they managed to wash the scrawl off the playground. What's this it said again?
Just can't escape this hole I'm in.
A hole? They call this community a hole. I don't know who they're trying to impress. Have you gone into the schools about this? Have you brought it up with the GAA?
Don't imagine whoever's writing this feels a part of the GA. Let me worry about this. You get on with your own work. I'll take a look at that CCTV. Might have caught them passing by.
Do you not think a sincere apology and a talking to might be more suitable?
You'll find out who did this when the next person tops themselves.
It's just teenagers.
Scumbags!
Attention seekers.
Vandals!
Did you hear everyone's going mad over the new graffiti?
I think it was written across the Mona Lisa. See the note, like?
What note?
They're out to arrest someone now.
Well, this is hardly going to make anyone turn themselves in.
I think they want society to turn them in. Make them feel ashamed for what they've done. And then this stops anyone else from doing the same. And it all becomes one big taboo.
What was it they wrote in the handball alley again?
St. Mary's is a shithole.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if the person came out and said their work was really just art? Like Banksy?
Yeah. But isn't his work, like, political and socially aware?
Writing No One Cares, isn't it?
Want a shift?
Heard the screaming through the walls. What class were you subbing?
5C.
Ah.
I'd been given a test to give them. Half of them pulled their desks over to the other side of the room so as they wouldn't have to sit beside a freak, Alex. Then when I asked them to pull them back over, Alex got offended because I said something wrong. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? And then they thought this was hilarious.
Bend over. Huge ass.
My cunt.
I'm banning all name changes in class. Doesn't matter what phase Alex is going through.
Yeah, I've had some difficult experiences with Alex and PE as well. See, the girls don't want her in their changing rooms in case they get assaulted.
Jesus.
And the lads made it quite clear they don't want him in theirs. I don't think I'd be comfortable with that either. I guess we all just don't know how to deal with but we don't understand. Isn't that it?
How did you get past it?
One day they just stopped bringing in their PE gear, so I don't question it. It makes both of our lives easier.
I don't know who they are or what they are. And from what I can see, it's affecting their work ethic. I don't want to be pulled up as a failure of a teacher. Maybe someone should call his parents and talk to them about him dropping down to ordinary level. I was made aware of the whole first year scandal too.
First year scandal?
Did you not know? From what I was told, Alex has been talking to some of those quirky first years at lunchtime for about a month. He had to be taken aside and talked to. Like, it is a bit unusual, isn't it now, a fifth year hanging around with a gang of first years?
Yeah.
Seemingly the first years were questioning and Alex was offering advice. They had to call up their families and tell them about these conversations. There seemed to be some suspicion of grooming.
It's a bit of a stretch to think Alex was grooming these kids, no?
Well, either that or he was setting up some kind of cult. Sounds like something like that.
And I wasn't thought that these calls could be potentially harmful in any way.
How would they be? If it was my child, I'd want to know. It's all about their mental health, isn't it? No one asked me how I'm coping in this situation. My job has been jeopardised. There's division in all the classes. And they sit there and wear all different uniforms. And I'm supposed to be embarrassed because I don't know how to talk to them and say something to them without offending them.
Look, it's not easy being a new sub. The staff here, we all have your back, okay? Look, I'm going to make you one of my super immunity teas. I have some with me when I feel a little bit extra pushed. I think you need something of the sort.
They're barely attending school and they expect to waltz in here and get a job. As an employer, I have a right not to hire someone if I don't think they're mentally stable.
I understand, but you do see how this could come across as discriminatory if you are taking people on at this moment?
I can. But if I decided to wear a dress in the morning and call myself Dolores, I'd rightfully expect someone to bring me to a doctor. Ah, shite. I mean, how am I meant to look them in the eye and call them this name that they've given to themselves, when clearly on their birth cert, their social services card, it says the real name and the real gender?
I can respect your difficulties.
Look, I'm a small business owner with several local employees. Now, if someone were to pull a lawsuit up against me, it would greatly affect all of our livelihoods. Can you assure me it won't get to that?
This tastes like dirt.
There's a shortage. They're asking people who are in college in Minute to send supplies back.
Everyone's stressed.
Everyone's depressed.
Did they ever find out who wrote the graffiti?
Do you remember Alex? They were transitioning?
That took balls. Sorry. I mean, it took guts. I haven't seen them in school in a long time.
Yeah. They got arrested. Someone else told me they were put in a mental hospital. Then again, I haven't heard anything about them forever, so Maybe they killed themselves. What a way to escape the hole.
It's funny. Like, when you think about it, it's been 8 months. No one cared to wash the graffiti away.